The wind did pick up a little bit out there today, at least this afternoon. Kind of a teaser, very small appetizer to what we're expecting tomorrow in the afternoon into the evening. National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory for all of the Snake River Plain. In fact, it extends westward into the eastern portion of the Magic Valley. We could see winds gusting as high as 50 miles per hour. With the ground kind of dry, we haven't had a lot of moisture lately. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some blowing dust, especially on I-15 north of Idaho Falls. Mentioned the cooler temperatures, no 70s this weekend. I know the weekend should keep the 70s around, right? Yeah, it's going to get cooler tomorrow, comfortably cooler. We'll be in the 60s, but even more so for Sunday with highs in the 50s. That's a little more typical for this time of year. We've been spoiled lately, and there is another warming trend. It actually kicks in on Monday, and we'll be back in the 70s for at least Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Storm tracker radar, the green indicates it's trying to rain. We had some rain showers over the Tetons. Looks like a little bit of rain kind of lingering there. Some showers over the southern portion of Cassia County. For most part, will be dry tonight, most of East Idaho. As we zoom out, the biggest thing we're going to notice is once this front gets pushed off towards the southeast a bit more by this huge area of high pressure that kind of builds in rapidly behind it, that's what's going to kick in the wind tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. So if you're traveling, you're wondering, should I just do it in the morning so I don't have to deal with those strong winds? Morning would be better than afternoon or early evening out there. I think by Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon, a lot less in the way of wind. And there's that wind advisory out. Starts officially at noon tomorrow until 8 p.m. with sustained wind speeds up to 35 miles per hour, and then we could see wind gusts around 50. So the forecast tonight, relatively light winds out there, barely a breeze, a lot of cloud cover tonight. That'll keep us almost 50 for a low. Bit of a blanket over the top of us. Same thing for you, Idaho Falls. You'll have a low of 48. Light breeze overnight, and then the winds will pick up, especially tomorrow afternoon. Sustained wind speeds 25 to 35 miles per hour with a high temperature of 66. So about 10 degrees cooler, but that's still warmer than usual by 10 degrees. 64 will be the high at Pocatello. Very windy later in the day. West winds 25 to 35, could see gusts up around 50 miles per hour. In your Saturday's temperature map, we're not going to be the only ones that'll be cooler. Look at the Central Mountains, Stanley, only 45 for high. There's a chance of some rain showers tomorrow morning for Salmon and Chalice. 63 for high in Arco, not bad, not bad. 55 in Island Park, that's still warmer than usual. Travel tracker shows a lot of wind out there. In fact, you go a little bit towards the north, could get some gusty winds from some thunderstorms in West Yellowstone. There's rain possible in Jackson tomorrow morning. And then the wind really kicking in over southwestern Wyoming. Southeast Idaho Chevy dealer 7-day forecast, even cooler but less windy on Sunday. That's good. And there the 70s are back for a couple days at least. And then we go back down. A little bit of a roller coaster ride. Temperature-wise here in the next 7 days. Idaho Falls 7-day forecast, even cooler Sunday, and then back to warmer on Monday. We got some 70s. Oh, and we have to bring back a little bit of that wind for your Wednesday. Rexburg 7-day forecast will be in the 70s for a couple days next week, falling Tuesday and Wednesday. Too bad it just can't be today, tomorrow and Sunday. Blackfoot 7-day forecast, almost 10 degrees cooler for Sunday than what we're expecting Saturday, but we're in the 70s for a couple of days. Teton area, there's those showers, rain for tomorrow morning. And then we're even cooler Sunday, a high of only 43. Not to worry, though. Warming trend on the way by Tuesday in the Central Mountains, 73. But we will get some wind in the Central Mountains tomorrow. Before that, probably a little bit of rain in some spots.